Hello, everyone. Welcome to this bi-weekly CNCF Project Harbor community meeting. This is an official community meeting, so please respect the code of conduct of the Cloud Native Foundation. Let's get started. I'm going to show the agenda of today, and you should see it in a minute. Yeah, so here's the agenda of today. So I'll start. I think first we need to discuss the status of version 2.6 release. So I think, Jolin, you have some comments on here?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Great. Yeah. Regarding the 2.6, last community meeting, we said we will release it around August 15. But before that date, we found a CV issue related to the lib, which is in the base image. So we are waiting for that CV fixed in the upstream. So once that is fixed, we will release 2.6 as soon as we can. Probably it will be next week, earlier next week, based on current status.
All right, so it will be in
earlier next week. I cannot get a exact date currently because we don't know when that CV will fix in the upstream.
Do you guys also count the weeks, or is it just a kind of a thing that is mostly used in Germany or German-speaking countries? Just question, because I've never seen someone else using it, like a calendar week. No? Or is it something completely new to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I think, should we discuss also the topic of the voting results today's committee?
Yeah, sure. I think we can
we
can discuss. Can you open that link?
So let's start first with this one here. This is the Chart Museum deprecation.
Yeah, Chart Museum. Yeah.
And the majority, where's the, it's a bit. Oh yeah, there's a, yeah, so there's a, yeah. So as we can see that, you know, most of the maintainers voted for a deprecation announcement in 2.6, which means that, yeah, it's now official that Chart Museum will be deprecated or marked as deprecated starting from 2.6. And this will mean that it will be in deprecated status in 2.6, 2.7, and probably might be removed in 2.8.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I think that is for the process we previously agreed. Yeah.
Yeah. Oops. I'll just link it directly here. Sorry. Okay. Just wait. sorry, if there are some other topics, what you can do is you can already add yourself on the list, and so that we can discuss this one. I'll need just a minute here to clean this up. And okay, let's then move to the next one, which is this one I was wrong. So the next vote was regarding notary, and for notary we have the same result, which means it should be deprecated into 6, which will be marked as deprecated into 6 and to 7, and might be removed into 8 according to the guidelines or okay, that means now it should be faster. Okay. Okay. The next point on the agenda is the some updates regarding KubeCon.
Yeah, for that element, I think Vadim, you can help the update. You was involved in that discussion, right?
Yeah. So well, let's get quickly synchronized on this. So KubeCon Harbor at KubeCon. So the current status is that maintainer track is virtual. Then we have a kiosk. And then we have a virtual office, how it's called, office hour or office. Does someone know the name? Is it called virtual office hour or virtual community meeting?
Office hour, I think.
Okay.
So, but currently the register for the office hour is not open, right?
Yeah, but I think this is the plan, right? So that we're gonna do it this way.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Good. I think this is that's it from my side on the topics that come to my mind immediately. Okay, we have another topic on the agenda. It's about I don't know how to spell it. KISS or KISS.
Kicks.
KICS. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And Rafaela is here. She would like to introduce KICS and to discuss and see how this might fit as an extension or adapter into Harbor. Rafaela,
Yes.
please.
So Kicks is a static analysis tool for infrastructure as code files, and this tool is provided by Checkmarks. It is open source. We would like to understand if it makes sense to integrate Kicks with you, because for now Kicks does not scan image. Only scan the IAC files like Kubernetes manifests, Terraform files, Ansible files, and among others IAC platforms. So I do not know if it is a good fit or not, because I saw that all the scanners adapter you have in your website, all of them scan image. So and the vulnerabilities, it's kind of the CVA vulnerabilities, and this is not what Kicks does. Kicks only reports infrastructure vulnerabilities like S3 bucket without logging, for example.
Mm-hmm. So what I can say, I've been, when you mentioned this on the Slack channel, I've been looking into Kix. And so, well, Kix, yeah. So this is the project. So as you click, I've been looking into the project to see how this might be fit into Harbor, and this is kind of my personal take on this one. The idea is, well, it could fit if you know, if I think the only way I would, okay, let's start like this. So Harbor is a container registry, so it stores everything is basically container images, right? Or wrapped container images, but inside the container images, there is not always applications nowadays. So we expanding and moving away from only hosting containers, but also other types of artifacts. You know, we have support now for web assembly. We have support for Helm charts, and this is something where I see that this might be interesting because Helm charts are essentially Kubernetes manifest with templates. So the question is, does Kix support only manifests or rendered manifests, or does Kix also support manifests that are Go templates or with templates? Will it be possible to scan with Kix a Helm chart, for example, or only the rendered manifest? And if it's only the rendered manifest, I mean, I wouldn't see it, that it would make much sense to create an adapter for Harbor. But if it is capable of scanning, templates, chart templates, then it might be interesting for users to integrate Kix into their pipelines and into their instances.
But we need to follow the format of the vulnerabilities, right? So how could we do it? Because I saw that it shows package. So in our case, it will be not a package, it will be a file, for example.
Exactly. So the thing is, I mean, let me just share this with everyone. I have currently open because I'm looking into it. Let me just share the screen. Another one. Here we are. So this is numbers. It's the CVE export of Harbor to 6, and it's basically just the same as mapping as the data table. So we have like an artifact digest. We have the CVE ID, and we have the package, the current version, the fixed version, the security, the severity level, and some CVE IDs and some additional data. I mean, you could, of course, kind of a press or wrap your result in this format. I think it would be possible. So you can leave out the information that you don't have, like maybe package, you replace it with a Helm chart name or the file name, and the current version you could use the version from you could use the version from the Helm chart or application depending on your situation, and then in the additional data you would provide your findings, kind of this information. You could provide it directly as data or as a link or reference, to if it's an URL or something, with that. So this is something I would say you could do. But given the situation that your scanner can actually scan Helm charts, because there are I don't know if any other artifacts, like Terraform or Ansible, that are stored in container images. Mostly of them are not stored in container images, but repositories.
Yes. We can, Kix is already prepared for Helm charts. But Kix is not prepared for image for now, at least, to scan image, just files.
Yeah, but you could write. I mean, your adapter would then fetch the image, extract the data from the image, and then data from the image, and then scan the files and accordingly react to that. So this is, I think, you have to take a look at how other scanners are doing it, because they do it probably the same way.
Yes, I already took a look.
So
Sorry, to the follow-up, we can talk in Slack, or for this type of contribution, is there any special procedure?
no, there is. I mean, we have some references regarding the scanner adapter, and also the documentation there. There is no other procedure than this one. So you implement the product, the pluggable scanner interface. I mean, John just posted the spec. You implement it accordingly, and then you publish your adapter, and we will list the adapter on the on our as a kind of as a reference that this adapter exists, and people can use this. We recommend, of course, that you maintain and keep the adapter up to date. That you update the adapter, not the interface, but because it's static, but like the implementation behind it, update to the newest Kix version and things like this. So this will be then, of course, your responsibility to maintain this this adapter.
Yes, thank you.
And we have a scanning working group, so I can invite you into that Slack channel to discuss more details about how to implement a scanner adapter and how to integrate that adapter into Harbor. But for the details of your tools, I need to go to your repository to know some details. Then I can let you know how and why we can or not integrate your tools into Harbor.
Okay, I can send the link here. Just to be here. Thank you.
All right, I'll paste the link, or I add the link to the notes. What do other think about this? Scanning Helm charts.
Sorry, I did not understand.
What do other think about integrating Kix with Harbor, especially in terms of Helm chart? What the other maintainers? So it's more a question to the maintainers here. What do you guys think? Is this a good idea, or do you think it's
Yeah, I would suggest that to join the Slack channel. I mean, the working group, scanner working group that Ian just mentioned, to discuss more detail in that work group, to get some other feedback or some other suggestions. Then we can follow up the next step for this Kix project.
Yeah, I need to know more details about your tools. So I like to know the results, the scanning results of our Helm chart. So I like to see that the tool can catch some CVEs of the Docker image in the Helm charts, but I don't know whether this tool can do or not. So I will go into details and then can help then can tell more my thought
Mhm.
Yeah, and also please take a look to the scanner spec that Ian have sent in the chart. So then you guys also can know more about the Hubble scanner, how it is work, and how can the scan the third-party scanner can integrate with Hubble. So that may get more ideas from each of from your side and and us.
Yes, thank you.
Mhm. Regarding this spec, if we're on the topic, so there is the scanner adapter version 1.1 out there, and I think as if let me just share my screen, maybe it helps a bit. So if we take a look at the spec, we have the different data types, you know, that are kind of, I would say, foreseen, right? So we have the vulnerability. This is actually the one that we currently have implemented in Harbor, right? And I think this one is not implemented in Harbor, right? Same goes for malware.
Yeah, I think that is not implemented.
It's not. No, this is not implemented. And then yeah, so I'm just wondering that, you know, I think that Daniel and Stephen did.
Yeah, Stephen Zhou, I think previously have some ideas on the spawn and the misconfiguration. Something have some idea on that, but I think currently no more actions.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I think Stephen Zhou is also in that working group. Maybe we can put the pull in referral into that group, so maybe they can discuss more details.
Exactly, and maybe you can also contribute to this data spec as well, because it's currently it is foreseen but it's not implemented, and I think it would be also a good contribution from your side if you would kind of fill out this data spec, you know, and then you would have the right data format for your report. I think this would be then a good win-win situation for Harbor and then also for you, for your project. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Are there any other topics on the agenda? Sorry, I clicked the stop sharing. Okay. Please add yourself as the attendees. You know, I'm just mentioning it again because I'm feeling lonely there as the only one. add yourself as attendee, everyone, so that we have a kind of a track who attended this meeting. And if we have no other discussions on other topics, I would then release you earlier than planned and would say thank you for attending. Have a nice day and have a nice week, and talk to you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, thank you all.
Thank you, everyone.
A good day.
Bye.
Bye bye.